The following is a presentation of the OLSH Sports Network. Coming to you live from Youthtown in Clinton, Pennsylvania. It's another edition of Charger Baseball as the Chargers take on the Lions of New Brighton. Pleasant good evening, everybody. I'm OLSH alongside Christian Harbaugh. We are here to bring you the back half of the home-and-home series between the Chargers and the Lions. Chargers were victorious last night out of New Brighton, Christian, 9-1, a complete game win for Quinn Santelli. And a great performance I'm hearing from Coach McCarron, both at the plate and in the field and on the mound.
Yeah, I heard that. Absolutely. I heard that the guys had a great day at the plate yesterday, hitting the ball around the yard, scoring some runs, got nine runs across yesterday. And I heard Santilli did a terrific job on the bump, just controlling the pace and just, pounding the strike zone yesterday. And they also got multiple hits from Zug and Brady and Brandon yesterday. So that's a great job. You're hoping to turn it around today and do the same thing, keep the bats hot and keep them rolling. And then, of course, go on the mound again today and have another great performance and be behind your pitcher today and just, keep the ball on the ground, score some runs, be aggressive like they like to do, and then just play your defense.
Yeah, you hope it keep it going, and bear in mind that this New Brighton team was ranked coming into this week, so the Chargers doing a number on them and bringing them back down to earth. As you can see there, the New Brighton team comes in with a record of 2-2 overall. They're 1-1 now in the section thanks to the loss to the Chargers last night. The Chargers come in with a record of 4-3, and you got to remember, two of those losses were to national teams that played a national schedule. So those were some high-level teams. But they come in with a record of 4-3. They are 3-0 in section, off to a great start.
Yeah, they're definitely coming alive now. The bats are getting going. And, again, you got the 1-2 punch with Santilli. And now today you'll see who we got going today. Schultz today. So you got that righty-lefty matchup, right? So – hopefully throws New Brighton off a little bit with the righty yesterday and then getting the lefty today. And then also, like I said, you're at home, so you got more energy, of course. You don't have to travel as far, and you're pumped up. And also, you're coming with that momentum from yesterday where you scored 9 runs. You held them to 1 run, and you got to win. And you also know that they're ranked and they're highly, great team, and they're going to, come ready to play today because it's a new day. New Brighton's going to give everything they got.
Yeah, absolutely. As the Chargers, you say, Chargers coming ready to play, you can bet that the Lions are coming in here to Youthtown ready to rock and roll as well. Before we get things started, we can take a quick look here at the starting lineups for these two teams. We will look at first the starting lineup batting order for New Brighton. Bring it up here. As you can see, they will lead off with their center fielder, Brennan Katarina, wearing number 21. Batting second is their third baseman, number 0, Brock Budacki. Brother Bobby Budacki bats third over at the other side of the diamond at first base. He wears 18. In the cleanup spot is the catcher, Mitchell Gehring. He wears number 4. The left fielder is Evan Smith. He wears number 8. He bats 5th. In the 6th spot is Jackson Zahn. He's the shortstop, wearing number 2. The pitcher on the bump today is Jake McKee, wearing number 11 in the number 7 spot. The designated hitter is Brandon Rebar, and he wears number 9. He bats for the second baseman, Jaleb Bailey, I should say. wears number 6 out at second base. Batting in the 9th spot is the right fielder is Jeriah Sheffield wearing number 19. Again, it's Katarina Budaki, Gehring, Smith, Zahn, McGee, Rebar, and Sheffield for the Lions. We switch it over to the Chargers lineup. They'll lead off pretty much the usual suspects. Leading off is the second baseman, number 5, James Safner, followed by the center fielder, Austin Hansen, wearing number 3. The shortstop is Gino Williams, number 1. He bats in the 3rd spot. The catcher in the cleanup spot is Brandon Brazel. He wears number 4. Designated hitter Mario Williams bats for the pitcher Isaiah Schultz. Mario wears 21, and Isaiah Schultz is the pitcher. As I said, he wears number 6. Garrett Zug is the right fielder batting in the 6th spot. He wears number 2. First baseman is Nate Schmidt batting in number 7. He wears number 8. Number 10 is Brady Brazel on the other side of the diamond at third base. He bats in the 8th spot, and batting 9th, the winning pitcher last night, Quinn Santelli, wears number 13. Today, he's out in left field. So for the Chargers, it will be Safner, Hansen, Williams, Brazel, Williams, Zug, Schmidt, Brazel, and Santelli.
Sounds like a lot of hits to me. Let's keep the bats rolling.
So, yeah, that's the plan. So hopefully Isaiah Schultz continues his good work as he started out this year.
Yeah, he started very well, early in this young season. And so, again, it's going to be a great 1-2 punch, you hope, from yesterday to the righty, now to the lefty.
Yeah.
And it's a little different. He brings a little bit of heat.
He does, yeah. Schultz will bring it where Santelli will move the ball around on you and change speeds. And it's like you say, he gives you the junk. So you can see here we're getting ready for the national anthem. We'll step aside. It'll be John Tushy with the national anthem. We had him last night with the softball game, but he'll do his normal thing. We'll step aside and we'll step aside now. We'll come back. We'll join him in the middle. By the time we come back, he'll probably just be starting the national anthem. So don't go away. Charger Baseball is next here on the OLSH Sports Network. We'll be right back after these messages. There you hear John Tushy.
As we honor our country and honor our freedom, as we sing our Star-Spangled Banner, United States of America, we can start today by doing the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed, now the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, for the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the
The one and only John Tucci, doing it the only
way he knows.
My tongue got tied up.
That's right.
Only the way he can do it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Terrific job. I'd love to have him around. He's always fun and, makes it fun for the kids before you start the game.
We'll look at the, while we got a minute while they're meeting at the plate, the umpire, I only see one umpire so far. Oh, no, I don't see. The other one's coming up. It looks like he's down at the car. No, that's some families. I don't know. There's got to be another one here somewhere.
You might be going out there.
But while they're doing that, we'll have an opportunity here to look at the field positions for the Chargers.
I mean, this is top notch right here. Got the diamond.
Yeah, defensively for the Chargers, you can see around the outfield is Quinn Santelli, Austin Hanson, Garrett Zug from left to right. Around the infield, Brady Brazell. Bobby, boy, that's a blast from the past. Brady Brazell at third. Nate Schmidt at first on the corners. Up the middle is Gino Williams at short and James Safner at second. Behind the plate is Brandon Brazell, and on the bump, Isaiah Schultz. Yeah, while we got the graphic up, we'll show you New Brighton. They're sending these people. It's Smith, Catavera, and whoops. Sorry, I wrote Garrett Zuggs in playing right field for them too.
He's double dipping. Well, they like to have Garrett Zug over there. Yeah. The kind of game he had yesterday.
Well, it's Sheffield. Jeriah Sheffield in right field. So, again, it's Smith, Catavera, Sheffield from left to right. The Badakis are on the corners. It's at third base is Brock and first base is Bobby. At shortstop is Jackson Zahn. And the second baseman is Jacob Bailey. Behind the plate is Mitchell Gehring, and on the bump is Jake McKee. So as I said, the Chargers came off a big victory, 9-1 yesterday over this same New Brighton Lions team, and they're looking to have the season sweep here tonight. Not going to be an easy task. They're going to have to play another good, if not perfect, game against this Lions squad. And Isaiah Schultz will take the bump for the Chargers. Lions in their white pants with the gray tops with the gold and burgundy trim. Chargers in their home whites. Purple hats. I love those purple hats with the diagonal OLSH.
Oh yeah, and I like the patch that they got on their jerseys too. Oh, the OLSH with the diagonal. Yeah.
A la LSU.
Yeah, it looks sweet.
So yeah, and these are hats, and I think they put them on all the hats this year. But this started last year with this purple hat from the Chargers. On the back of them, they have a tribute to the 2020 team whose schedule totally got wiped out. They didn't play any games, so they said evermore they're going to wear the
always have the 2020
on the back.
I was wondering what that was. So yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I think they've got them on all their hats now. There you see Isaiah Schultz taking his warm-up tosses. Brazell behind the plate. What a great victory by the Chargers, the softball team last night as well. Two great victories. The Chargers, the girls softball with a 15-0 3-inning game against Washington, and made a statement actually.
Yeah, they really did. I mean, they put the bat on the ball yesterday. They were really doing a great job at defending, and you know, the pitching was great yesterday, 2 and 3 innings, and they just put it all together in 3 innings and scores 15 runs, and that's hard to do, you know what I mean? To be able to come out in a softball or baseball game and put up that kind of numbers every game is tough.
Yeah, and they made it look easy, Christian.
They really did. Plus, we know that they were short some people.
Yeah.
And so they had some different players in the lineup that usually don't get everyday minutes and innings. And so yesterday, you know, it was a good thing to see that. That's a bright spot going forward here, and hopefully they keep it rolling as well.
Looks like we're going to get this game started with only one umpire. I only see one out here.
Yeah, and a good thing I got out of my car. He was getting his gear on, so I buttered him up a little bit. So hopefully we get some calls. So if they're bad calls today, it wasn't because I didn't try.
I'll tell you what, I've done that in Little League, and it was tough. I don't envy this guy in blue today. That's for sure. I mean, he's on a...
Well, and it's hard at this level. It's high-level baseball.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Plus, you got 2 really good teams that are going to have some competitiveness today because you just played each other yesterday.
Brennan Cadavera steps into the batter's box. Isaiah Schultz delivers ball 1, and we are underway.
Can hear the chatter early from both benches.
The lefty delivers, fouled back to the screen, 1-1.
Yeah, you see Schultz, he's just rearing back. He's got something, some pop on that heater.
Yeah, it's definitely a change of pace from what they saw yesterday. There's no doubt about that. Well, and he comes with a big breaking pitch. Had Cadavera way out in front.
And it's going to be tough for the guys in the lineup that are lefties as well for New Brighton.
He fouls that one. Look out, New Brighton bench. Count holds 1-2.
Yeah, heads up. He's way behind that fastball. I wouldn't be surprised if you see him bring it again.
Either that or start the curveball on the outside and get him to chase one out way outside. Well, here comes the lefty. He came with the hard stuff inside and misses.
And that was a great spot right there, too, because he's got to be protecting with 2 strikes.
Just misses with the breaking pitch. I thought he had it. Count goes full. Cadavera works it full.
That was a terrific pitch.
That was.
Can't believe he laid off it.
Here's the payoff from Schultz. Swing and a miss. It pops out of the mitt. And Brazil throws it down to Schmidt. The strikeout goes 2-3, and there's one away.
And Cadavera had no idea there. Either had no idea that he dropped the ball or just didn't react fast enough. But
I don't think he
Brazil
realized.
Doesn't hold on to the ball, and he could have took off, but it was right there. Good pickup, threw him out at first, and got one down here.
Ooh, they almost batted out of order. Bobby Budacki almost walked into the batter's box, and it's Brock that's due up here. Brock walks in there now. He's the third baseman, comes up with 1 out.
Seems like the Lions are rattled.
Takes ball 1. There's a strike on the inside corner. I tell you what, Isaiah's not afraid to come inside with the hard stuffers. No doubt about that. Yeah, on either side of the plate.
You got to start your load early to be able to hit that.
Pops that one out and out of play. 1-2. Oh, there's somebody's alarm.
With the way he brings the heat, you got to start your load early and get those hands ready.
Breaking pitch. He tried the back door. Didn't work. It wasn't open. 2-2.
That's a great pitch, though. When you're headed and count like that, you can change it up. Great spot.
There's a fly ball to right field. That could be trouble. And what a catch by Safner over the head into shallow right field. Great defense there.
Terrific catch by Safner off the end of the bat there.
I was given that one. I was getting ready to write down a single for Budacki.
That was going to be a tough play because Zug was playing pretty deep out there, but good job by Safner, and he has wheels, you know, and great job tracking the ball over his shoulder. Great catch for 2 outs.
That pitch to Bobby Budacki is upstairs, ball 1.
And I love that. He comes with the curveball early. Keep him off balance. He's coming up thinking fastball.
Right. Downstairs, 2-0.
And you see that a lot in, today's game. They, these big-time hitters, you're not coming up throwing fastballs right away.
There's a strike on the inside corner. Boy, he's living there. He's liking the inside corner. 2 balls and a strike.
So these big hitters now, 3, 4, 5 hitters, if you come throwing fastballs, they're sitting on that. They're aggressive early. Keep them off balance.
The 2-1. There's another fly ball to right field. Zug. Couple steps to his left, couple steps back. He makes the catch. 1, 2, 3, go the Lions. And we'll go to the bottom of the first. No score here from Youthtown.
Great start. That's all you can ask for. Live around the zone. Throw strikes. Got 2 flyouts. Pop out on the flyout. And he got a strikeout.
Hey, save the date. OLSH's annual auction will be held on Saturday, April 29th at the Doubletree Pittsburgh Airport Hotel in Moon Township. For more information, you can visit www.olsh.org/auction. Come and join us as we continue to celebrate our 90 years of OLSH. Chargers due up here to start the game is Safner, Hanson, and Williams, and I can't emphasize how good of a play that was for Safner. That's not an easy play when you're running away from the home plate, looking over your shoulder like a receiver would in football, but this ball was a little bit smaller than a football coming at you.
Yeah, no, absolutely. He's got great wheels over there. He's a great defensive player, and good job tracking the ball there off the bat and using his speed and then good hands, watching it all the way into his glove. And you hope plays like that in the field then generates to your offense here at the plate. I like to talk about generate your offense in a basketball court from your defense, and here it's the same way. There's no doubt it happens because you get that feeling, you're like, okay, now I can get to go in the box, get the bat in my hands, and let's get on base.
And good news, umpire number 2 just showed up, so.
Must have been caught in traffic like Fargo.
Fargo, yeah, he used the Fargo excuse.
He used the sirens and he went on the rumble strips.
Yeah. Gotta love it.
You know what I like most about this? When Fargo's over there doing PA, and he plays good jams too. So
I'm anxious to hear. Last game, he didn't have them loaded up yet, but the walk-up music for the Chargers, some of the kids, some of the guys, they picked some good stuff.
Yeah. Man, I remember he did all that stuff back when I played.
Meeting on the bump. Here we go. Chargers, first time getting a look at McKee.
Don't be afraid to be aggressive early here.
The big righty. He's a sophomore. Remember, this kid's, oh no, he's a junior. I'm sorry. Outside, ball 1 to Safner.
Budacki playing back behind the bag over at third base. Wouldn't be surprised to see Safner square up here. Got some wheels.
But I say he was a junior. McKee, he's a sophomore. Looking back again. Safner sends one to right center field. It's slicing back and no, not able to make the catch. It's a single for Safner and a diving attempt by the right fielder, Sheffield. Chargers, the leadoff runner on.
That's a tough play out there in right field. He's playing super deep, Sheffield was, and that ball was hit hard off the bat too, and it just was diving straight down towards the grass.
Austin Hanson, the center fielder, comes up with nobody out, runner at first.
And that's all you can ask for, get the leadoff runner on.
Yep. See how long James stays at first base against McKee.
Won't be long.
Foul, look out. I'm sure you heard that. That hit right above Christian's head.
I mean, that thing was coming in hot. I actually had big eyes there. I thought that thing was going to come right in here. It's close.
It can't come. If it's hit that hard, it ain't going to hit us. So
You hope not.
We got the fence in front of us. I mean, it's got to be a little looping pop back here. Left the dent in the wood, though.
That was close.
No balls and a strike. They throw over, diving back is Safner. That's what you like, the dirt on the jersey. James Safner got the dirt on there.
Yeah, you got to get dirty early. Why not? Like you said, he's got a decent lead. He's got great speed.
He holds. There's a shot into center field. That looks like it's going to get down. It will. Back-to-back singles. Safner slides into second base, and it's runners on first and second for the Chargers.
What a great start here. Hansen comes up, just throwing his hands at the ball, almost identical to where Safner just hit the ball.
Just like that, Gehring goes out and talks to his sophomore hurler. 4 pitches in, the Chargers have something going here, Christian.
Yeah, this is a big spot for Gino. You know, put the ball in play here, hit behind the runners. See what you can get mustered up and see if you can get these runners in scoring position or get one across the plate here early.
Not holding at first base. Play in front of the bag does Badaki. McGee puts that one over Williams' head, ball 1.
Yeah, you know with Gino here, you're not going to bunt. This isn't a situation where you would bunt and move the runners up, but he can play a little small ball here and just try to poke the ball towards the right here.
Yeah, I'm a big proponent of hitting behind the runners. McGee at the stretch. Ball 2. 2-0.
Now you're in the driver's seat here for Williams.
Oh, no doubt.
2-0, he's got to come to you. You don't want to put the base, you know, put you on base and get the bases loaded here early.
Cleanup hitter Brandon Brazel waits on deck. Williams takes downstairs, 3-0. And another trip by Gehring out to the mound. Good thing they don't have the visit count and the pitch count, or the
this isn't
clock.
the MLB with the clock and the how many trips you can go to the mound, but just trying to break this rhythm up, you know, try to help him get into some sort of rhythm and
in
give
all
him some confidence.
In all honesty, McKee is not missing by much. He's just off the plate or just low.
Yeah, and those first 2 singles were just great pitches to hit.
Takes a strike. Williams tried to walk it down there, but man behind the plate with the gear on won't have any of that. 3-1 now. And they're playing behind Hansen at first base now. Ball 4. Chargers, first 3 batters find a way on. And they have the bases juiced with purple and gold. And it brings up Brandon Brazel with nobody out. And enough of that. And Michael Kirshner wants to have a talk with his sophomore pitcher. All the runners will gather up around Sam Zyrol over halfway between first and second.
Yeah, and Brandon went 3 for 3 yesterday. So
swinging a hot bat.
Yeah, he's swinging it right now, and obviously that's why you got to go to the mound here. Have some kind of plan to try to pitch to Brandon. And of course here you want to make sure you cut down the runners. So if it's a base hit here, you don't want to throw home necessarily if it's a tough play where you can, you know, let the Chargers advance bases as well.
And on the other side of the coin, if you're the Chargers on the bases right now, you got to be smart. Yeah, you know, don't try to stretch that extra base. There's nobody out yet, and you got a good thing going here. Bases loaded. Bounces that one up there, ball 1. That's ball 5 if you go to Texas A&M.
That's right.
Did you ever see those games when they do that?
Yeah. Walk the batter before, and then you go into ball 5.
If they walk a batter in 4 straight pitches, and then the whole crowd will go, ball 5.
Ball 5, yep.
There's a strike. Brandon taken all the way. 1-1 now to the cleanup hitter backstop.
And McGee is throwing some heat too.
He is. He's bringing it.
I mean, but it's right there on the line, so you can square that up.
John Tucci steps up into the box, waves high. Brazil pops one up into shallow center field. This could be trouble, and it gets caught. Nice play by the second baseman, Bailey, going out there. Boy, the second baseman's making some nice plays in shallow right field today.
Yeah, and that was just, Brandon just missed that pitch, and it was just the only place that you couldn't really hit it. And there, Safner wasn't ready to tag up, so he took his secondary lead, and then that way he couldn't get back to the bag in time to be able to tag. Because I think maybe if he's on the bag, you might be able to risk it, but it's early in the game.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's only one out. You still got the bases juiced here with Williams up.
I agree. Wait off the bag, because if it drops in, you're trouting in easily. Williams takes strike one, the designated hitter.
But now that's a big out for the Lions, because now you can roll two at any bag here.
I look for Williams to lift one somewhere. He tried to, had that pitch up, fouls that one back. No balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to swing at. That's way out of the zone. Leave that one go.
Now Williams has got to swing defensively from the left side with 1 out. He's going to pop this one, and it's going to twist foul down the left side. And what a play! Tagging at third and coming in is Safner. He gets in safely. And now the other 2 runners advance. It's 1-0 Chargers on a sacrifice by Williams. But a great play by the third baseman, Budacki.
And again, I must have a bug in the ear down there, because that's what you wanted him to do on the first play, but he couldn't do it. But that time, Safner takes his chances, because that's such a tough play over there for Budacki. I mean, a terrific play to catch it over your shoulder in foul territory like that.
But you're running away
But
from
to
the
be
play.
able to turn around, square up, and throw it, it's got to be perfect. You know what? I just talked to a guy today about that. 75%, 80% of any of those plays at the plate like that, they got to be spot on a relay to be able to get you at the plate. So why not take the chance? And it's early in the game, and now you got to run.
And with Safner's legs, that's a good way to go. Another lefty up there as Garrett Zug takes strike 1 after a shaky start. Jake McKee trying to find his own here and get out of this with only giving up. If he can only give up 1 run, that's a great strike 2 to Zug at the knees.
Yeah, for them that would be terrific.
Right.
Zug's been hot here too.
Yeah.
He had a great day yesterday going 2 for 2, so you want to see him put the bat on the ball and give yourself a chance here.
And he does toward the third baseman, Budacki. About a 3-hopper across the diamond, and they will get him at first base. Play goes 5-3 to end the inning. The Chargers do get on the board at the end of 1. It's the Chargers 1 and the Lions nothing.
And like you said, for the Lions, that's a big inning to get out of that with the bases loaded, no outs to start the inning. But then if you're a Charger fan, at least you got a run there. So good thing Safner was aggressive there in order to get home, and because you don't want to walk out of that inning with being able to get 3 guys on with no outs and not muster up a run. And so at least you got a run on 2 hits.
Yep. Hey, there's no better way to see yourself as an OLSH student than to become an OLSH Charger for a day. All 8th grade students and transfer students for grades 10 and 11 are invited to join us as a shadow for the day and experience firsthand what it's like to be a student here at OLSH. Students will be assigned a Charger ally, which is our host for the day, and will attend classes, meet teachers and students, and eat lunch on us. You can pre-register for this experience at www.olsh.org/visit.
All I know is if they still have those pizzas that they had at lunch, I would kill to go back and get one of those.
Those little personal pizzas?
They had the little personal pizzas. They were like the little circle round pizzas. They were terrific. Get those and get my 2 iced teas, Turner teas. I was about to lunch every day unless I was getting cheese fries.
4-5-6 due up against Schultz here in the top of the second. It'll be Mitchell Gehring, Evan Smith, and Jackson Zahn due up. Mitchell Gehring, the catcher. Ooh.
Where'd that miss?
Hot and heavy. That just misses. Ball 1 to Gehring.
Just a bit outside, maybe.
2 sophomore pitchers doing battle here today. There's a ground ball toward Brazell. He scoops it up, across the diamond, and Nate Schmidt wraps his leather around it. Play goes 5-3, 1 away.
That was a good job by Brazell to just stay in front of that. It was a hard hit ball.
Yep.
Took his time, threw it across the diamond.
Yeah, it's nice when you take that little crow hop. You got time to take that crow hop. Evan Smith, left fielder, steps in with 1 out. And there's a breaking pitch, and it just, you could tell Smith, he just got him froze there. Strike 1.
You know what I love about Schultz, too, is he doesn't wait. His rhythm is super fast.
That one's up and in. 1-1.
If you step out of the box, he's already ready to pitch to you as soon as you get back in the box, so you got to be ready.
Swing and a miss. Boy, heat, breaking pitch, heat.
Yeah, and he's delivering right now. He's doing a great job keeping the hitters off balance.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Second strikeout for Schmidt, and there's 2 away.
I mean, that is just some high-level pitching right now.
We talked about a pregame, Christian, but I mean, it's early in this game, but what a 1-2 punch the Chargers have on the bump this year.
Oh, yeah, they really do.
Swing and a miss.
And that's the difference. Yesterday you see Santilli, who's more of a spot pitcher, and he's a little slower, and now Schultz just works fast and throws some heat.
Scary, and that one's up and in, ball. Scary thing is, both these pitchers for the Chargers, their main starters, they're coming back next year.
Right, they're underclassmen.
Underclassmen. There's a strikeout, backdoor breaking pitch. It's on. Didn't know where to cry or wind his watch, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, that breaking pitch is filthy now.
Oh, yeah, he's got it zoned in, too. There's a pop fouling out of play. Count hold at 1-2.
And right now they're behind on him as well. They can't catch up to it. They've only turned on him that one time, and it was the hit to start the inning here to Brazell.
And he rolled over.
And that's what you want. If he rolls over and keeps it on the ground for you, then you just make a play.
Strike 3 called right there. The third strikeout of the game. His first one backwards. And 1-2-3 again go the Lions, and the Chargers will come to the plate here in the second with a 1-0 lead.
Wow, what an inning. Great pitching by Schultz. Just really controlling the pace right now. And he just works quick.
10 pitches. He's got 25 so far in the first 2 innings.
Yeah, that's great. Keep that pitch count down. The more you can get these guys to go deeper into the game, the better it is, and the better chance you have to win.
Hey, don't miss out on getting Taylor Swift tickets.
Oh, I'm already locked in from yesterday.
If you listen to the softball game, check this out. If you missed getting Taylor Swift tickets, enter our spring raffle for your chance to win. Get this, 4 tickets to the Eras Tour and a car service on Saturday, June 17th. So you not only get tickets for 4, you get car service as well. The raffle tickets are $10 each. For more information and to purchase raffle tickets, contact Sarah Stuckeman at Stuckeman, that's SSTUCKEMAN at OLSH.org. What a great chance there, huh?
Yeah, that's a terrific chance. If you get a chance to see Taylor Swift, that's something cool. I know I missed my opportunity a couple of years ago. Family had tickets, and I don't know, I was probably coaching or something. I gave my ticket up to my cousin, but, you know, it's one of those things.
I look at it this way. Back in the 80s, when I was living in Indianapolis, I passed up a chance to go. I'm a blues guy, and I passed up a chance to go to see Stevie Ray Vaughan. I said, I'll see him next time. There was no next time. It was about 2 months after that he got killed in a helicopter crash. So never pass up an opportunity.
Yeah, never pass up an opportunity. That's right. We're learning lessons today.
Yep.
How's dishing out lessons. This is great.
7, 8, 9 for the Chargers. Schmidt, Burzell, and Santelli will face McKee with a 1-0 lead here. Upstairs, Nate takes ball 1. I understand that Nate yesterday put one off the top of a double high fence. He came that close to a home run. There's a strike on the corner, 1-1.
And the one thing that's tough about this field is it's hard to hit a home run. There's no short porch, really. The wind's usually pretty wicked up here as well.
It's actually calm today, knock on wood.
It is.
Pop fouling out of play. 1-2 to the Charger first baseman.
Yeah, I wouldn't say this is a hitter's ballpark, really.
It's big and spacious. You're not going to get a lot of home runs here.
Right, but you're going to get a lot of single doubles.
Yeah, you get a lot of doubles. There's a lot of gap. It gets between the
it's tough to cover back there.
It's tough to cut it off.
I know that from experience.
Ball, the breaking pitch never came in. It just spun up there, 2-2.
Played a little bit of left, a little bit of center.
Everybody playing pretty straight away for Nate. Third baseman's way deep. And he's going to drive one to left field. That's going to send the left fielder back. Back. And he makes the catch over his head. What a play by Smith out there in left field. Nate gave it a ride, but Smith was up to the task.
And just as we talk about it, Schmidt put the barrel on the ball, and, man, he hit that one out deep. If they're not playing him deep, that's over his head because that thing was humming.
Yeah, that'll hit the base.
That would have hit the fence.
Brady Burzell comes up, the third baseman.
And he had a good day as well yesterday, going 2 for 2.
There's a strike on the outside corner. Sophomore Jake McKee, right-handed pitcher, misses outside. 1-1. 1-0 Chargers. Bottom of the second. Chargers got the first 3 runners of the batters in the game up before they got a run across. Swing and a miss by Brady. 1-2.
Just pulled his head there. Great swing. Just didn't see it all the way into the bat.
Here's a little blooper into shallow right field. And another play by the second baseman coming in behind the first baseman. We're getting some defense today, Christian.
Yeah,
by both
another
teams.
tough play, and that pitch off speed and jammed Burzell a little bit. So he wasn't, he was expecting fastball, and he a little out in front of it, but he jammed them, and then just a heck of a catch out there by the second baseman.
Yesterday's pitching hero, today's left fielder, Quinn Santelli, steps into the batter's box. He takes ball 1. Number 9 hitter for the Chargers today. That one misses outside. Glad you could join us here. What a great spring day here in Clinton. Usually I step outside of my house and whatever the temperatures, I'm thinking, okay, 5 or 10 degrees cooler here at Clinton. It wasn't. It was about the same, so it's a great day. Sun, there's some clouds up there, but what a great day. There's a shot toward second base and a line drive, and Bailey is there to make the catch. 1, 2, 3 go the Chargers. We've completed 2. It's 1-0 in favor of OLSH. Hey, we want to send out congratulations to OLSH's March 2023 Students of the Month. They go to first the seniors, Justina Giles, the star pitcher for the softball team for the girls. She's the OLSH Student of the Month for the seniors. The juniors winner was Joseph Hatherley. He's a member of the
man, Joey Hatherley.
Hatherley, member of the football team.
That's my guy, man. Played for us at St. Malachy's.
Sophomores winner was Olivia DiGiacomo, another softball player for the Chargers. And the freshman winner was Charlotte Gauntner, a basketball player. So athletes all around are students of the month for the Chargers in March.
That's awesome.
Congratulations, folks.
Congrats. I want to give a shout out too to Joel's Leto's here. I heard Fargo call it before, but old shortstop for the Chargers, played. Best friend, one of my best friends growing up, went to St. Malachy's together, went to OLSH together. Terrific baseball player, went on to play at Bethany, coached some as well. Got his little kids here at the baseball game today. Good to see him.
Oh, I saw him walking. He came up into the booth and was talking to, yeah.
Man, can that boy run? And did he have a glove at shortstop? He grew up a hockey player, so he was real good with the glove. Good hand-eye coordination.
7-8-9 for the Lions. It's McKee, Rebar, and Sheffield. Pitcher against pitcher here. Trying to bunt it, and he'll foul it off. Strike one.
And they're just trying to find any way they can right now to
no
break
doubt.
up his rhythm and try to get on base here.
Yeah,
because, you know, he's
dealing right now.
He is, and you see how quick he gets back into his wind-up.
Yeah, he's one of these pitchers. Boy, he wouldn't have a problem with the pitch clock in the major leagues.
No, he wouldn't.
Pops this one foul quickly. No balls, 2 strikes to his mound opponent. There's that alarm again. Matt with the sound effects. He knows I like that.
I parked 2 miles away. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm down there by the pavilion with the roof that blew off in the windstorm. There's one out toward Williams. It's short. He'll scoop it up. Across the diamond it goes. A little low, but Nate Schmidt says, no problems, partner. I got it. Play goes 6-3, 1 away.
Great play by Williams there to attack that ground ball. He's playing deep over there at shortstop, so attacks the ball, gathers himself, squares up. Good throw across the diamond.
Brandon Rebar, the designated hitter, number 8 hitter for the Lions. There's a little looper into center field, and that's going to be a base hit for Rebar. First base runner for the Lions. Takes them 8 batters, but they get one on with 1 out here in the 3rd. Brings up the number 9 hitter.
Yeah, and Hansen was just playing deep out there in center field. Couldn't get to that one.
Jerea Sheffield. And what do we got here? We going to have a runner? We're going to have a pinch runner already for Rebar. So, as far as I know, in high school, you can courtesy run for the pitcher and catcher, and that's it.
Well, he's the DH.
He's the DH, but still, I mean, he can re-enter.
Yeah,
the
that's
DH
what.
can re-enter.
Yeah,
so.
DH can re-enter. So
the pinch runner is going to be number 25, Dom Pasquale, the freshman out of first base with 1 out here.
Yeah, they're trying to get some speed on the bases here. Wouldn't be surprised if he tries to swipe a bag or they try to hit and run here.
Swing and a miss by Sheffield.
Good thing about Schultz is it's hard to run on him because he's got that quick slide step and he's lefty.
And he's lefty, yeah. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
I mean, you can see how quick his slide step is there. He doesn't take much time. Now, he can pause if he wants to, but.
Nice lead over there by the freshman. Schultz looks over. Swing and a miss. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. 4th strikeout for Schultz, and there's 2 away, but it turns the lineup card over. The leadoff hitter, Brandon Cadavera, will come to the plate for the 2nd time. He struck out his 1st time. Outside, ball 1.
And now you just got to do a good job at just working the batter here. Make sure he throws strikes.
Yep, that's it. Swing and a miss. Strike 1, 1-1 now.
And there you go. That time he got him with a little pause and a higher leg kick than just a slide step.
Shading the center fielder, Hansen shading him a little bit to the right side. Santelli's playing straight away, so there's a little bit of gap in left center field right now in the outfield. Inside, they're going to throw it down, and he's going to be in there safely on a delayed steal. 2-1 to the batter, Catavera.
Yeah, that was a smart delayed steal there, and Brazel came up thinking he was going to throw down to first, and then he took off on the delayed steal. And so then he was too late, and he got a left-hander in the batter's box, so he couldn't turn and throw.
He had to move.
Right.
Yeah. Little nubber back to Schultz. A couple steps, throws it over, and they get him at first. Play goes 1-3. Lions get one on. Can't do anything with it at the end of 2.5. Chargers still 1-0 over the Lions.
That was a close play there. Schultz almost overthrew Schmidt at first base, but luckily he held on. Good stretch and hold on the bag, and he get out of the inning there with no damage done.
Great pitch count for Schultz right now. I have him at 34 pitches through 3 innings. I mean, that's great.
Yeah, he's just working right now. He's in rhythm. Like I said, that, and even that hit that he gave up wasn't hard hit. It was off the end of the bat, and Hansen was just playing super, super deep. And they have to play deep in the outfield because of how much speed Schultz has, that if they do square one up, it's going to go.
On these composite bats, yeah. Chargers, top of the order, it'll be Safner, Hansen, and Williams. All reached base the first time. First 2 got hits and then a walk to Williams. See if they can replicate that and get something going here in the bottom of the 3rd.
Yeah, now you just want to be super aggressive. Try to get on base here. Find ways and maybe play a little small ball, and we know that the Chargers like to run.
Yep.
And they like to hit and run as well. And the way that McKee is pitching too, you can do that because he has been around the strike zone today, and he throws a good fastball that, they've Chargers been able to time up, in these first couple innings. So see what we can get here.
Interesting point. Speaking of interesting, are you interested in supporting our OLSH Chargers? Visit www.olshathletics.org. Check out the fundraiser section of the Fan Zone tab and the latest fundraising opportunities. Safner singled and scored the only run of the game in the 1st inning. What a great, as he was coming up through in his years on the team, I never thought of James as like a leadoff hitter. He's really developed into a really good leadoff hitter for the Chargers.
Yeah, he really is. He just works counts, and he finds a way to get on the base.
Exactly.
And he's got a great speed.
Well, he tried to bunt this one. Good call there. Boy, I'm telling you what.
I've been pretty on point the last couple days.
Strike 1 to James. Right idea, just got under it a little bit.
I can't think that's going to stick, though, and stay. I got to take it while I'm hot.
Yeah, take advantage of it. Play the card while it's there.
That's right. I should play the lotto.
Here comes the 1-strike pitch from McKee. Swing and a miss from Safner. Quickly 0-2. And momentarily drew Budacki in from on the third base side, but now he goes back to a normal position after that first pitch bunt attempt.
And why not? We talked about it in the 1st inning. You can get away with maybe laying one down because of where he's playing. He's so deep behind the bag at third base.
Outside, 1-2.
Good time to go here. Square one up.
Chargers are tied for first place in Section 2 with Southside Beaver with 3-0 records. There's a shot the right fielder will hang up. It will. Caught by the right fielder, Sheffield. Line drive out. Safner lining one out there.
I mean, that was a great poke. It was almost
Hit it too good.
Yeah, it was almost the same hit that he had in the 1st inning.
Yeah.
This one just hung up a little bit too much, but it was diving. But they played him right this time. He inched in a couple steps, and he was able to make a play down there in right field.
Austin Hansen singled his first time. Turns away from that one on the inside, ball 1. Seven in a row. McKee has retired after the first 3 got on. There's a strike on the inside corner, 1-1.
Painting out inside corner so far in the first 2 pitches. Watch him going outside here.
Shot down the right side. That one's going to twist foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yeah, after the shaky start for McKee, he's really settled down. Couple ground outs, some fly outs, some line outs. Chargers are hitting him.
Yeah, that's the one thing that you like to see. They're putting the bat on the baseball. They're making them, forcing them to make a play out there on defense.
And there have been some spectacular plays by both these teams. And Brighton has really come up with some stellar plays. There's a weak ground ball to first base. Budacki is going to grab it, race Hansen to the bag. It'll be ground out to the first baseman. 2 away quickly here.
And that was just one of those in-betweeners there. McKee couldn't get there to cover the bag, and then it was just a foot race with Budacki and Hansen.
Williams walked his first time. Let's see Gino get a hold of one here and just hit one with some authority somewhere.
I just want to start singing when I hear Williams' walk-up song. Walk it like I tuck it.
There's a strike to Gino. Here in the bottom of the 3rd. There's pop foul. Quickly 0-2. Let's see what sound effects Matt comes up with this time. Nothing.
Just a little bit of 50 Cent music here.
Fouled at the plate. Hits Gino in the batter's box. Count holds with 2 strikes.
He's got a battle here. Protect. Shorten up. See if you can find a way here to get on base.
A little 2-out lightning going there.
Yeah, why not?
2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on for the Chargers. Bottom of the 3rd, but they do have a 1-run lead. Ball upstairs. Not exactly sure how much that missed by.
That was a great hold, too, by Williams. High and inside. Bringing a heater.
McKee, the right-hander. Pitches from the stretch. Swing and a miss by Williams. Scooped up, and first strikeout for McKee goes to Williams, and there's 3 up, 3 down. 9 in a row retired by McKee at the end of 3. It's the Chargers 1 and the New Brighton Lions nothing. Hey, get your OLSH gear for your spring sports season at OLSH, www.olshgear.com. Evenings are getting cool at Youthtown, so although it's very nice today, but they're getting cool at Youthtown, so be prepared for chilly baseball and softball games. Watch track and field events in style and don your purple and gold at the AAC while you cheer on the boys' volleyball teams. Remember, it's www.olshgear.com. Also, if you want more information on these Chargers and other sports teams, for rosters, stories, and much more, visit olshathletics.org. And we want to give special thanks to our website sponsor, Covenant Financial Advisors. Schultz will go to the top of the 4th against the 2-3-4 hitters. first base runner to reach last inning on a single by Rebar.
See what Schultz can do in this inning. Stay in this rhythm here. Keep pounding the strike zone, throwing strikes. Get the defense behind you here. Hope for a quick inning and get the bats rolling a little bit so you can get a cushion here.
So it'll be Brock and then Bobby Budacki, followed by Mitchell Gehring for New Brighton, due up here in the 4th inning. One good thing, I like these kind of games because it doesn't mess up my scorebook.
That's right. Pitcher's duel.
Yeah. Swing. Good swing by Budacki. Fouls that one back to the screen, strike one.
We kind of had to anticipate a little bit of a pitcher's duel today after yesterday going 9-1, the Chargers win, but you know that New Brighton's a great team and they're not going to lay down.
Right. Schultz.
And we knew going in that Schultz was, you know, he's been having some good days early.
Counts even at 1. There's a strike right there at the knees. Nice pitch. 1-2 to Budacki. Budacki on deck. Oh, I like doing that when the Brazils were back-to-back bidders too. Strike 3 called. Budacki doesn't like it, but it was right there. 5th strikeout. 2nd looking.
He just hung him up there. Budacki definitely looking for an off-speed pitch with the count 1-2 and in Schultz's favor, and he just comes right at him with the fastball. He just says, I'm just going to put this right past you.
First baseman Bobby Budacki, he flied out the right field his first time. He's going to send this one foul down the right side. Zug gives chase, but that one's out of play. Down the right side, strike 1. One nothing Chargers in a pitcher's duel. You said it, Christian. These are fun games to watch. I mean, some people say, there's no scoring, it's not fun. But boy, this is fun to watch.
No, this is fun.
There's another foul to the right side. Quickly, no balls, 2 strikes. And you said it, Christian, before. They're not catching up to his fastball.
No, they're struggling right now to get the timing down, and he's kept them off balance enough to where they just can't catch up. I would come right back with the fastball here.
He does, inside. Nice pitches. Pushes him back a bit, 1-2.
Because you had to think that he was thinking off speed again when Schultz was in a driver's seat, 0-2.
Time called by Budacki. Umpire will take the time to clean off the dinner plate.
And Budacki trying to break this rhythm up again.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the only thing they can do with Schultz, because he just is dealing right now and he's pitching fast.
Look, he's ready to go as soon as he's ready. Here's a ground ball toward Williams. 3 hopper. Williams crossed the diamond. Right there to Nate Schmidt. 6-3 it goes, and there's 2 away. Brings up the catcher, Mitchell Gehring. He grounded out to Brady Brazell his first time. He's 0 for 1.
Number 4, Mitchell Gehring.
Gehring, the catcher, doing a nice job back there. Both these catchers are today.
Yeah, they are.
Of course, both these pitchers haven't been wild, so it's been easy for them. Strike, the backdoor breaking pitch by Schultz.
And I love that. He goes a bunch of heaters to the first 2 batters, and then you got an off-speed pitch to start it off.
Did it again! It's a replica. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Same pitch, same place, same result. No balls, 2 strikes. Now you bring the heater on the inside corner.
Absolutely.
No, he went the same way. Third, grounded weakly toward third base. It's foul. Count holds at 2 strikes.
But now he has the luxury now again, because he's through 3 off-speed pitches. Does he go with off-speed again, or does he bring the fastball here? I wouldn't be surprised to see him bring the fastball high and inside here, try to hang him up.
Oh, yeah, and then you go that curveball on the outside corner again, yeah. No, curveball again. He's going to send this one to the gap in right center field. Zug comes over, makes a running catch in the gap. What a play by Garrett Zug. Uses them long legs and covered that ground like no problem.
Zug, my man, what a catch. Great job. He got a great jump on that. Great read off the bat. And Schultz just, you know, stayed with the off speed there, and it was a good poke into the gap, but Zug's got the wheels to track it down. Chargers get out of the inning with no hits again.
Yeah,
quick work.
Chargers come up here in the bottom of the fourth with a run lead in this pitcher's duel, and both these teams flashing the leather, guys.
And these are the games that are just rolling along here, too. You know what I mean? Pitcher's duel, quick innings here. I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, nobody breaks it open in these next couple innings. You might see both of these pitchers go to distance here.
Yeah, I mean, we had a complete game by Santelli yesterday. Why not? I mean, with the pitch count, Schultz, I have him right now after 4 innings. He's under 50 pitches. I have him at 46. So.
Yeah, it's great.
Oh, it's great, yeah.
And what's McKee have here?
I have McKee after 3 full. I have him. He's not bad either. He's at 43. So
yeah, I figured he's only gave up those 2 hits, and only that bad inning was in the first inning where the Chargers got the bases loaded with no outs and then ended up only getting 1 run. But that 1 run, the difference right now.
Yeah, he set down 9 in a row after those first 3 got on.
Yeah, he's really calmed down, and I think the Chargers, too, are having a little bit of trouble now catching up to the fastball. And we'll see if they can get some runners on, maybe play a little small ball again here, try to at least. With the bottom of the lineup coming up.
Well, it's not 4, 5, 6 right now. The meeting lineup, it's Brazil, Williams, and Zug due up here for the Chargers.
Let's see if Brazil can stay hot.
Brazil was robbed by Bailey first time with a. I mean, it's officially a pop up to the second baseman, but it was in shallow right field. A nice play out there by Bailey, but nonetheless, he's 0 for 1. Here's the McGee delivery. Bounces up there, 1 ball in the 4th inning.
You gotta love it.
Ooh, lean Brazil back. 2 balls, no strikes.
Is that our dugout or their dugout?
I don't know. I have to think it's ours.
Think that's Jamie down there?
It might be. There's a strike. Brandon wanted to. Couldn't pull the trigger. 2-1.
Yeah, just not the pitch that he wanted there. He wants to see the fastball, but he wants it more center of the plate.
Yeah.
Up a little higher. Something he can sit back and drive.
There's a drive into left field. That's
Get out.
Send Smith back. It's over his head. It's going to go all the way to just short of the fence. Brazil's going to stand at second base with a leadoff stand-up double.
There we go.
Gotta love the sledgehammer, and they all boom
Sledgehammer
together.
and then a little shake of the hips after. That was a big-time hit. I thought that might have been getting out of here. Just as we talked about, not too many balls fly out of the yard here.
We'll get a courtesy runner for Brandon as usual. It will be Braden Wetling out at second base. So Brandon does the work. Wetling gets to finish the job coming around to score. Let's get him around.
That was something to barrel up there.
Oh, yeah.
He found what he wanted around the plate. It was a great fastball to hit, and he barreled that thing up off the base of the wall out there, stand-up double. And now you're in business with no outs and a leadoff runner at second.
Now you got Williams up a lefty, and he just needs to pull it to the right side and get Wetling over to third. Instead, he's going to pop this one up. Is it going to stay in play? No, it hits actually right on top of the fence. Strike 1 to Williams.
And the Lions are playing the bunt here.
I wouldn't, not Williams.
They were creeping in, anticipating maybe possibly a bunt. But I agree with you. I didn't think Williams would be the type of guy to come up and bunt here.
The only thing I would, if I would bunt it, I'd bunt it softly right down the third baseline. If you could, perfecta, because that would bring your third baseman in, and there's nobody over there to cover. And there's instead he goes up the middle with a base hit. This could be a run for the Chargers. Williams hits the base hit. Here comes Wetling in around to score. It's 2-0 Chargers. An RBI single for Williams.
And that's how you get it done there. Good job to barrel that baseball up, and Williams hits it hard up the middle, and you score a run. Now you got a little bit of cushion with Zug up here.
He has 2 RBIs. Zug is going to send one into center field. A diving catch, and they're going to say he caught it. And they're going to get a double play out of it.
No, they're saying he dropped it out there in center field.
Okay, so they get so it's not a single, it's a force out for Williams is forced out. So 1 away here. So the play goes 8-6. Nate Schmidt will come up with a runner at first base and 1 out. They're going to appeal it and nothing doing. So Zug on at first, reaches on a fielder's choice. There goes the runner, bounces out in front of the plate. Zug will be in easily standing up.
Got a great jump there.
He did. And ball 1.
And now you got another runner in scoring position here.
Nate Schmidt, and he sent Smith back to the fence in left field his first time up.
Yeah, he had a great poke.
1 run in, 1 runner at second base, 1 out for the Chargers. Misses outside, 2-0.
Good time to hit now for Schmidt.
Oh, yeah. Schmidt sends one to center field. Sends Catavina back. He'll make the catch, tagging at second. And going into third base is Garrett Zug. 2 away, a runner at third base for the Chargers. Another nice at bat for Schmidt. Nothing to show for it, though. Boy, he sent Catavina back at center field.
Hey, but he got the job done.
Yep.
Moves Zug up here with 2 outs, but pass ball can possibly get Zug home here. And we know the backstop's not very big, so it might have to kick away, but.
Brady Brazell comes up. He popped out to the second base. Another nice play by Bailey at second. Takes that breaking pitch, strike 1.
Man, that thing looked pretty. Sit back and drive one here.
Yep. Pick a pitch. Here's the 1-strike pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
He wanted to make sure he got all of that one. Just missed. Pulled his head a little bit.
Zug 90 feet away. 2-0 Chargers. Pops this one foul and out of play. Count holds. Leadoff double by Brandon Brazell. Wetling running for him. Scored on the Mario Williams single.
Got to shorten up here. Protect.
Ball upstairs. He tried to get Brazell to chase again. 1-2. Bounces out in front of the plate, and nice job there by Gehring to keep that ball in front of him. So Zug has to stay out there, but the count goes to 2-2.
Almost got what we asked for.
Almost.
It just hit Brazell, but I don't think it would have went far enough to get Zug home.
Here's the McKee. Pitch with Zug at third. 2-2 is the count. Swing and a miss by Brazell. He goes down swinging. That's only the second strikeout for McKee, but it comes at a key time. But the Chargers able to push another one across here in the 4th inning. And at the end of 4, Chargers 2, New Brighton Lions nothing.
That was great to get that extra insurance run there. for the Chargers.
Another
Great inning. And again, barreling the ball up again. You know, Lions made a couple great plays, but you find a way to get a run home.
Another 2 hits for the Chargers. So I have them with 4 hits. Yep, 2 runs, 4 hits. Another cleanly played game. No errors in the game. Great weather by both these teams, guys. This is a great game.
Yeah, they're making some plays out in the field today, both teams. And Schultz just hopefully keeps dealing here and keeps the rhythm and the momentum going on his side, and see if you can get another 1-2-3 inning here.
Chargers back in action right here against Laurel on the 11th, which is Tuesday. We'll be here to bring you that one at 5:30. New Brighton is in action on the 5th against Seton LaSalle at New Brighton. So,
and it doesn't get any easier for New Brighton,
No.
because Seton LaSalle's a great team as well. They're ranked 5th right now in 2A.
Yep. Yeah, the rankings in Class 2A right now. Sarah Catholic, obviously, they're a team they're men amongst boys right now. Sarah Catholic, Burgettstown, Sharks Houston is 3. New Brighton is ranked 4. Seton LaSalle ranked 5. But the Chargers could say something about New Brighton staying in the rankings.
Wow, I was going to say, and you got to talk about the Chargers getting ranked. If you come back and you beat New Brighton back-to-back days, there's no reason why you shouldn't jump in those rankings next week.
Evan Smith 0 for 1. He struck out his first time. He'll send one high into right center field. Zug ranges over. He'll make the catch in right center field, 1 away. And Smith is now 0 for 2.
Great job tracking that again and communicating out there with Zug and Hansen off the end of the bat from Smith.
Jackson Zahn, the shortstop. Checked his swing, they appeal. No swing is called, ball 1. Zahn struck out looking his first time. He'll send one high into the air, shallow left. Santilli ranges in, makes the catch in front of Williams, 2 away.
And that's all you can ask for. Again, another one got underneath it off the end of the bat and just pops that thing out to left field.
And the great thing is here too, Christian, not many pitches. I mean, he's thrown 4 pitches so far, and he's got 2 outs.
Right. You blink and you'll miss the inning.
Pitcher Jake McKee steps up there. He takes strike 1 on the outside corner. Great pitch.
But look how quick he gets back into his delivery. Comes set.
Foul back to the screen. Strike 2.
That's why it's hard for teams to catch up to him, because he throws so fast.
Right.
But he gets into his windup and he gets set so quick. And here you go. Coach going to talk to him for a minute here just to try to break up Schultz.
That's it.
I mean, that's really the only reason this is happening right now. He's got him 0-2. Schultz is like, why not? I'm going to play a little catch here. You're going to make me wait? I'm going to throw the ball back and forth. And then he's just like, get back in the box, because I'm just going to throw a fastball right by you, and we're going to go hit.
He's standing on the rubber right now. He's ready to roll. Waiting for the umpire now, actually. There we go.
Yeah, McKee's like, man, I'm trying to delay this right now because I don't want to get out there and start pitching again. He got no rest.
McKee grounded out 6-3 last time, and there's one upstairs, ball 1. Trying to get McKee to chase something. I think actually that was a breaking pitch that got away from him a little bit.
Yeah.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the 5th inning. The umpire, I think he's warning him about quick pitching, Christian.
Yeah, I think so. Well, he definitely is trying, and especially now, why not? Because of them trying to break up your rhythm.
Whoa, McKee wanted to chase.
And this is the last thing that we could want to happen right now, is them to break up this rhythm, because he's been pitching a terrific game.
Deuce as well, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Upstairs, McKee works it full.
And just like that, they were hopefully didn't rattle Schultz, but 3 balls in a row here.
Second full count of the game. The first batter went full before striking out. He'll knock it back to Schultz. Schultz knocks it down, flips it over to Schmidt, and the play goes 1-3. And 1-2-3 go the Lions again here in the 5th inning. At the end of 4.5, Chargers 2, Lions 1, nothing. We'll let you listen in to Take Me Out to the Ball Game. And if I'm not sure, but if I'm thinking correctly, that's the legendary Vince Lashide's version of "Take Me Out to the Ball Game."
That was pretty good.
Yeah, for years and years and years at Forbes Field, Three Rivers, and I think he even played the organ at PNC Park.
Yeah,
for a few years.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because PNC Park's been what? This is 22 years now.
2001. I had season tickets back when it opened up. I had season tickets for the Pirates back at Three River Stadium, and in '97 was my first year, and then I kept them at PNC Park. And my first year, I was in section 129 on the third base side.
Yeah, it's
and I
perfect
didn't,
seats.
I didn't like them.
No?
It was nice to
because
look
you're
at.
turning sideways.
You have to look to your right
Yep.
to see the plate, and then you have to look to the left to see the scoreboard. So that first year, my wife and I walked around PNC Park, and we said, "No." And then from then on, it was behind first base.
Yeah.
So
now you're looking out.
I don't have them anymore. They tried to force me out of my seats and pay like this exorbitant prices, and I went, "See you later."
Yeah, unfortunately.
So now I just go whenever.
Well, I'm excited to get to a ball game, that's for sure. Got a big win last night over the Red Sox in Boston, and that's tough to do.
9-1-2 for the Chargers due up. Santilli takes ball 1. Yeah, I was just thinking 5th inning stretch here, 7th inning stretch for the major leagues. And at Boston, the Pirates, they hear Caroline, Sweet Caroline.
Sweet Caroline, yep.
Ball 2 to Santilli.
Yeah, I was at a Boston game. I got to go.
Oh, I've been
2 years ago, I think it was.
Been to a couple games at Fenway, yeah. It's
spectacular.
Yeah, it's a great ballpark. Strike right there. Santilli watches that one. Yeah, I was when I was in the Navy in upstate New York, we would take long weekends and go to Boston and go to Fenway. And back then they played double headers, and I remember my favorite one was Milwaukee was in town. Swing and a miss by Santilli. And we went over for the doubleheader, and that's when Rick Monday played for Boston, and what a great! I mean, that field is just awesome.
Yeah, it's something that everybody should take an opportunity to go see.
Watch out! That one was headed for me, Christian. He fouls it back.
I'm telling you, that one was close too. It almost hit the top of the piping here.
2-2 to Santilli.
Got to be active up here. You never know.
We are in the bottom of the 5th. 2-0 Chargers. They scored 1 in the first, 1 in the 4th. Inside, ball 3. Quinn works it full. Leadoff batter here in the 5th. Safner awaits on deck.
See if Santilli can find a way to get on here.
He does. Draws the walk, leadoff walk.
That was a great at-bat by Santilli. Good patience.
That'll draw the Michael Kirshner out of the New Brighton dugout, and we may get a pitching change here. Or not.
Little mound visit just to
little defensive
calm them
strategy.
down,
Yeah.
defensive strategy, because you got to think here they might be trying to do some small ball now with the top of the lineup and Safner up, and he's got speed.
And they've got the lead already. So
Right,
yeah.
and wouldn't be surprised if he tries to lay one down here.
And Safner could lay down what could be like even a sacrifice bunt and beat it out. So, I mean,
Exactly. And he's telling Budacki here, you got to keep him honest, because Budacki's been playing so deep in the hole at third base all game.
well, Budacki's got him. Budacki at third is playing even with the bag, and Bobby Budacki over at first obviously is holding Santilli on. Safner at the plate. He squares around the bunt. He bunts it foul. Strike one.
I mean, it's definitely the smart thing to do here and try to lay a bunt down. Why not? You got to be aggressive here, and to give you another run wouldn't be a bad idea.
Right.
Or get a guy in scoring position, and plus, like you said, Safner can run.
They throw over. Santilli diving back. Nice move there by McKee. Quick move off the mound. Nothing doing. 4 hits for the Chargers. 1 for New Brighton. If there's a bunt back to McKee, they'll go to first base with it. The sacrifice completed. Safner goes 1-3 on the sacrifice.
And there you go. And that's what you wanted here. And now Hansen's a great two-hole hitter because he hits to the right side a ton. He throws his hands. He hits behind the runners. He's got some speed. And so now his first 2 at-bats, he hit to the right side both times.
Yeah.
So if you can hit to the right side here and hopefully it squirts through, you might get a run.
Yes. There's a shot down the left field line. It's a base hit. This could drive in another run. Round third comes Santilli. He'll score easily on the play. Hansen goes into second base. It's an RBI single for Austin Hansen, and here comes the boom.
And there you go. Instead of hitting to the right side, he hits to the left side. He barrels that thing up in the left field, and the Lions try to get Santilli at the plate, and they probably didn't have a chance. And it lets Hansen get to second again.
Yeah.
So now I'm not sure why you try to go home. You know, that was an automatic.
Yeah, Smith
Pretty much that you were going to score that run.
Smith got the ball, and Santilli was around third already, so they weren't going to get him. There's a strike to Williams. Geno Williams comes up. He's 1 for 2, struck out and walked. Or no, he's 0 for 1. He struck out and walked.
But you're okay with it if you're a Charger fan, and now Hansen's in scoring position.
Right. That one's low and away on the breaking pitch, 1-1. 3-0 Chargers. Scored 1 in the first, 1 in the fourth, and another one here in the fifth so far.
And see if Geno can find a way here to find a hole or a gap.
That one's low and away. Same pitch, same result. 2-1 now.
A good time to hit here.
A leadoff walk to Santilli comes around and bites New Brighton.
Right, and the bunt.
And, oh, yeah.
No, on the Chargers, I'm saying that they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely.
Move the runner in scoring position. Get a big-time hit and a big-time spot by Hansen.
Little mind game here by both the pitcher and the catcher. Michael Kirshner wants his catcher, Gehring, to go out and talk to McKee. McKee's working hard here. I have his pitch count up to 70. This next pitch, I have him at 74. So
Yeah, it's starting to climb up a little bit. You're getting some good at-bats from the Chargers now.
still only 1 out here in the 5th inning for the Chargers. They have a runner out at second.
And you got to think if they get another hit here, he might be coming to get him.
Yeah.
At this point. To be honest, I'm surprised they're keeping him in right now unless
Maybe
they don't have much to go to.
Right. 2-1 here to Williams. Takes a strike, 2-2.
He's still bringing some heat.
All in all, both these sophomore pitchers doing a heck of a job for their teams. Here's the 2-2 to Williams. Misses outside, another full count.
That was a tough pitch to lay off of there. Got to protect here if you're Williams.
Now if it's close, yeah, you got to
choke up.
Yep.
Just throw the hands, barrel one up.
He did. He choked up. He's up about an inch on the bat. Hanson out at second. Here's the pitch. Up and in. Second walk of the game for Williams.
What a tremendous at-bat by Williams there. Good job to lay off that 2-2 pitch. And then he gets the full count and works the walk. Now you got Brazell up.
2 on, 1 out. Brazell scored his last time.
Yeah, he barreled that thing up last time. Almost put it out. See if he can get another one like that.
He just needs to hit it hard somewhere to the outfield. Strike called. On deck, Mario Williams. Playing behind a runner at first. Strike 2 called to Brazell.
Both of those pitches were on the outside corner, and Brazell just didn't like them. He wants something up high and a little bit more inside so that he can drive one.
Yeah, but you got to go with the pitch.
You do, and now you really have to, because now you got to protect. Got 2 strikes on you, and you don't want to leave these guys out here. You want to make them make a defensive play.
Actually, if he could pull something, because right now, Zahn is playing real close to second base, but he'll go down the right side, and that'll twist foul out of play. Count holds. 2 strikes.
Yeah, if he can roll one in between third and shortstop here,
if he can hit one,
terrific.
If he can hit one right at the normal shortstop position, that'll roll forever into left center field, because Zahn right now is playing like 10 feet away from second base. Way up and out of the way. Rattles around a bit, and both the runners will advance. Now runners on second and third. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Brazell. Now a base hit brings in 2.
And that's a tough break for the lines, and McKee here to throw that wild pitch. Runners move up. Got one of your hottest hitters at the plate right now for the Chargers.
Sacrifice fly scores a run.
Right. Now you're just looking for anything you can hit and get up in the air deep.
Yeah, just get it to the outfield right now. That one hit him.
Or that works.
Now the bases are juiced.
Now you got to think that they're going to come and get McGee here, but
yeah, McKee's over 80 pitches right now, and you got to think his leash is pretty short. Look for another base runner. It will be Wetling for Brazell again. I hear a military helicopter.
And I'm surprised to not even see a mound visit.
There's not much he can do right now unless he's going to bring somebody in.
Right.
Mario Williams comes up. He's 1 for 2.
Well, they're definitely...
Actually 1 for 1 with the sacrifice fly. And he's going to send this one to center field. Is it going to fall in? No, it'll be caught. And unfortunately, Hanson was coming halfway down the line, and that's a base running mistake.
Yeah, that hurts.
Williams even said, was like, what's going on?
Yeah, because that's it right there. He did what he was asked to do, and he mustered one up to center field, and you got to be able to, Hanson's got speed down there. He's got to be able to get back to the bag and tag on that.
I think he thought it was going to drop in, but in any case, you're on third base. You got to wait for that to actually hit the ground before you take off on a line like that.
Right.
Garrett Zug steps in. He takes ball 1.
See if Zug can come through in a big-time at-bat here. The base is loaded and break this game open. Give Schultz a real comfortable lead.
It's 3-0 now. Ball 2 way outside. Gehring coming up out of his crouch to get that one out over the right-handed batter's box.
Really good time hit here. He's got to come to you. Stay back, stay loaded here early. Barrel one up.
Ball 3. One pitch away from an RBI the easy way for Garrett Zug with purple and gold on all the pillows with 2 outs here in the 5th. Ball 4. Garrett Zug draws the walk and the RBI. And in to score is Hansen. And that brings Nate Schmidt out, and I think we're getting a pitching change now. Yep. Looks like we got a couple players going to be changing positions here. I see Gehring taking the tools of ignorance off.
Yeah, and he might be coming out the pitch.
Yeah.
It looks like
And Budacki might be going behind the plate.
Budacki's going behind the dish.
McGee will go over to third base. Yeah, Budacki, yeah, number 4, Gehring is going to the mound. So it's 4-0 Chargers here in the 5th inning. And we'll step aside. We'll come back and finalize what we just told you. So don't go away. Chargers, Lions, 4-0 Chargers here in the 5th and a pitching change. But we'll be right back here to Clinton. So McKee is done for the day. He goes 4 2/3 innings. Gives up 5 hits, walked 4, struck out 2, hit a batter. He's responsible for the runners on the bases right now, so he's given up 4 already. At the end of the day, the worst he could do is giving up 7 runs, but into pitch now is his battery mate till now, is Gehring. Mitchell Gehring goes from behind the plate out to the mound. From third base, it's Brock Budacki moves from third to behind the dish. So now the battery is Gehring and Budacki. And over at third base, as I said, is McKee. Moves from the hill over to third base. So that's your setup.
See if Schmidt can come up big here in a big at bat, break this game open for the Chargers.
Nate is the 8th batter to bat for the Chargers here in this inning. 2 runs in. He's 0 for 2. He flied out the left, flied out the center. So he's hitting the ball hard.
Yeah, hopefully find a gap here.
What's what they say? Hit it where they ain't.
That's right.
So here we go. Bases juice with purple and gold. You got Williams at third. Wetling at second. and Zug at first base with Nate Schmidt at the plate. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. There's a strike by Gehring.
Just want to find your pitch here. Work the at-bat, be patient, sit back, drive one.
Gehring, a senior. Pops this one foul and out of play, right up over our heads, Christian. No balls, 2 strikes.
Just a little bit out in front there, off the end of the bat. Now Schmidt's got to sit back, throw the hands, shorten up, protect the plate here. Put it in play, make him make a play.
With 2 outs, here's the 2-strike pitch with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Fouled it back to the screen. Count holds at 2.
Great battle here. Good foul.
Again, the 2-strike pitch with the bases loaded. Upstairs, 1 and 2.
It's a good hold there.
Bounces that one up there. And one of the advantages for New Brighton is the short backstop behind home plate. Keeps the runners where they're at. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, and that one just stuck back there. It didn't even kick away.
No.
It just a little bit of thick dirt back there.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases loaded with Chargers. 2 runs in here this inning so far. Here's the pitch. Pops this one up on the infield. Shallow left. Shortstop Zahn goes out and makes the catch. And that will end the inning. But not before the Chargers are able to tack 2 more on at the end of 5 complete. It's Chargers 4, Lions nothing.
Hopefully Schultz can come out here and keep the momentum going. He sat in that dugout for a long time here.
Well, Schultz will face the 8-9 hitters here in the 6th inning. Time's starting to run out.
See what Schultz got here. Hopefully he can work quick. New Brighton's got to find a way here to find some runs and base runners.
Sorry about that. We had some battery issues on the camera. We got them fixed. Hopefully you didn't miss any of the game. I wasn't paying attention to the monitor there for the last out. But
No, it was good until the change of the innings.
okay, good. So Schmidt will face, as I said, 8-9-1. Brandon Rebar. He singled his first time. He's the only base runner for New Brighton thus far in this game. He takes strike 1. So far, so good for Isaiah.
Yeah, it didn't seem like he skipped a beat here.
No. Big breaking pitch. That one hung upstairs. 1-1. Fouled it back to the screen. Schultz out in front. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the designated hitter, Brandon Rebar, he singled his first time back in the 3rd inning.
Best thing Schultz did is just stay in front of all these hitters all day.
Fouled it back to the screen again.
So he gets to pick and choose what he wants to throw, what spot he wants to place it. He's had that opportunity for 5 innings now.
Here's the 1-2. Down and in. Count evened up at 2. Three and 2. Bounces one up there.
Don't want to let the leadoff runner get on here. So want to do a good job at trying to throw a strike here.
And he's going to single again into right field. He just lifted that one in there. Zug thought about throwing it over to first. I think if he'd have tossed it over there, he had a chance.
He really did have a chance there.
Leadoff single for New Brighton.
I'm not too sure Schmidt thought that he was going to be able to do that because Zug did come up ready to throw.
Yeah.
And I don't think Schmidt knew that that would happen, so wasn't ready for it.
We're going to get another pinch runner, so Cage Kovac running at first base.
And see what you can do here and twist one up in the middle of the infield. See if you can.
And a pinch hitter here is Caleb Tracy, the senior, will pinch hit with nobody out and runner at first. There's a strike to Tracy.
Wow, what an off-speed pitch there.
Strike 2.
That thing just sat right on the corner. Great spot, good place.
Balls 2 strikes, runner at first. That one misses. That was a good pitch, though. Tried to get him to chase.
Yeah, that was a great pitch. That didn't miss by much.
Kovac, a sophomore out there at first base running. Fouls that one back to the screen. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Jammed him a little bit there. He's got Tracy on his toes now. He's got any pitch he wants.
Swing and a miss, strike 2, snap throw down. Right in, just got in behind Schmidt's tag.
If he throws that a little bit more on the bag, Schmidt gets him.
Oh, yeah.
Because that was a big secondary lead, and Brazel knew exactly what he wanted to do. He came up firing after the strikeout, and what a pitch by Schultz.
Catavera steps into the batter's box. He's going to pop this one high in the air. It's going to be a foul ball. Santilli can't come up with it. Sliding in, came a long way to get that one.
Man, what an effort by Santilli. He almost had that. I mean,
Yeah.
It literally hit his glove. Just a little bit of an awkward slide, and he was trying to turn his glove over and just couldn't corral it, but heck of an effort by Santilli.
Catavera 0 for 2, struck out and grounded out. Comebacker to the mound. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Is it just me, or does it look like he's throwing harder now than he did at the beginning of the game?
I don't know, but he's got 6 strikeouts. Fouls that one back to the screen.
I mean, he just looks like the pop that he has right now is a little bit more than he had. And, you know, obviously he can see the finish line here, so trying to get there.
Swing and a miss. It gets away from Brazel. And it goes into center field. Man, if I'm Brazil, I go to first base and I get the out. But he tried to get the runner
he's
at second
out.
base. No.
Yeah, he's out because the first base was occupied.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
So it didn't matter what he was doing.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, you're right.
But it hung him up, to be honest, because he thought about it when Cavender was running down the first base line there. A little bit of a high throw, but he could have doubled him up down at second.
That was what he was trying to do. 7th strikeout for Schultz. Runner at second base now. Time is called.
And again, you don't have to worry about the runner here. Now you're just working a batter if you're Schultz.
Right.
They score a run, it's all right.
There's a strike to Budecki. Now the catcher.
Give that one up. You just want to get it out of here.
Budecki's 0 for 2. He popped out and struck out. That one's just low, 1-1.
I mean, I'm not too sure where that missed. That was the best pitch that I've seen this inning.
There's the play at second base. Oh, Williams couldn't. It hit Kovac.
He had him, too. A little bit more zip on the ball.
Yeah.
He might have got him.
1 ball, 1 strike. Little nubber foul ball. It hits Budecki in the batter's box. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And it wasn't a bad idea there to try to throw Budecki off a little bit in the box to throw that ball to second. But again, you don't need to worry about him as much. Let's get the batter now, especially with 2 strikes.
Strike 3 on the swing. Strikes out the side. His 8th strikeout of the game.
My man is pumping cheddar right now.
Ends the inning. They get another. I'll tell you what, Rebar is the only guy that's had a hit for.
Right, and he's got both of them.
He's got both of them. One in the 3rd and 1 here in this sixth inning.
And they were both hit to the right side, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Schultz has been a monster out there today on the mound. He's controlled the whole pace of this game. He's thrown terrific this whole time.
I got him at 75 pitches, Christian. I mean, that's just phenomenal.
I mean, right now he's going to go out for his 7th, and
oh yeah,
you're looking for 2 complete games, back-to-back days against a team that's ranked in the top 5 in the WPIAL. What a chance here in the bottom of the 6th to tack on some runs.
They'll come up with 8, 9, and 1 for the Chargers due up here in the 6th. Brady Brazell, Quinn Santelli, and James Safner due up here in the 6th inning.
Sounds like some runs to me.
Hey, I want to send out those congratulations again. I just want to make sure everybody hears about it. Congratulations to the OLSH's March 2023 Students of the Month. All student athletes at OLSH. Seniors, Justina Giles on the softball team. Juniors student of the month is Joseph Hatherley, football player. Sophomores is Olivia DiGiacomo, another softball player. And the freshmen will send Charlotte Gauntner, a basketball player, as the award winners for the month of March. Congratulations, guys and gals. And we'll be back on the air next week. At this point, next week on Tuesday, as the baseball team right here at Youthtown will take on the Laurel Spartans. That's always a heated battle. We are working on getting some other away games on the schedule for you, but at this point, nothing's been determined, so that's what's definitely on the schedule. So keep an eye out on the website to find out if there's other games added on between now and then. So,
yeah, this is an exciting time, and hopefully the Chargers stay hot here and softball team rolling.
Yeah, at this point, next week actually, we have 3 games next week if you include next Saturday. Tuesday, right here on the 11th, the baseball plays Laurel. On Friday, softball over on the softball field plays Charleroi. And then the big game on Saturday the 15th is scheduled to start at 2 o'clock. will be the Chargers and Sarah Catholic at PNC Park at 2 o'clock. We'll bring you that one too. I haven't determined if that's going to be video or just audio from PNC, but we're working on it.
But if you can get out there for that game, that's going to be a great game. I mean, you're talking about two great teams, well-coached teams.
Yeah.
Got some power on both sides, got great pitching on both sides, and you're playing at PNC Park, which nothing's better, and there's no better view than PNC Park.
Pinch hitter for the Chargers, for Brady Brazell, they'll send Luke Woznin at the plate. He takes ball 1. And he'll send one in the air deep and left, but that's going to hook foul and out of play. Boy, he gave that a ride.
Man, that had the distance, I think. That was a shot.
Yeah, that was. No balls, 2 strikes to Woznin.
And you see Woznin come up here in a pinch hit opportunity in the bottom of the 6th. He's coming out swinging. What a poke that was if it would have just stayed fair.
Ball downstairs, 1-2. Excuse me, 2-1. And he's going to loop this one out, and the second baseman Bailey is going to be there, right on the skin of the infield grass. 1 away.
Had him off balance there. He's out in front, lunging at it. Just hits it off the end of the bat. Ends up in and out.
Brings up Quinn Santelli. He's 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. He scored last inning after he walked. To start things off, he takes strike 1 from a new pitcher for him, which is Gehring, who was behind the plate last time he batted. 1 out here in the 6th. That one bounces up there in the dirt, 1-1.
And Gehring, definitely a different pitcher than we seen earlier. Takes his time. He's got a long windup.
There's a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Quinn. Again, I want to congratulate Quinn on a great game he pitched yesterday. Complete game win, winning 9-1. I can't remember, they said he gave up, I think, 4 hits.
That's terrific.
4-hit, 1-run game. Grounded at the plate. Count holds 1-2.
He's having himself a good day today, too. I mean, he's playing a great left field. I wonder what he likes better. I'm sure pitching, but I wonder what he likes better in terms of batting. Like, does he like to pitch and bat, or does he like to play the field and bat?
Yeah, sometimes you change your mindset. Going to send this one down the right side, high in the air, and that one's going to twist out of play. There's a line that goes from the fence down there, down parallel to the foul line that goes out of play. Count holds 1-2.
Because you got to think, I mean, if I'm pitching, you're thinking a little bit more about pitching than hitting.
Right.
But then when you go in the field, it's a little bit different.
Especially in the outfield.
Right. I mean, we're not saying you're laxed,
no,
but
it's
a different focus.
Right. Upstairs, 2-2. Quinn working the pitch count.
Maybe we should call up Shohei Ohtani and ask him how he feels.
Oh, what he does. Yeah, that's a yeah. Wait, let me get my phone here. I'll give him a shout. Oh, he might be playing.
Late night game on the West Coast.
Quinn's going to send one to left field. Smith ranges under it. He'll make the catch. 2 away.
That was a good piece, though. They're playing super deep out there in left field. They've been playing deep all day.
Yeah. Well, Smith's had a couple hit over his head that he had to go chase down.
Right.
James Safner comes up. He's 1 for 2 with the sacrifice. Scored a run. Singled and scored in the first. Lined out to right field the second time and had a sacrifice bunt his last time. He takes inside, ball 1 here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss. Counts even at 1.
I enjoy watching Safner play, though. Plays hard.
He's fun. I missed him on the basketball court. He didn't get a lot of court time, but when he was out there, there's one down the line to third. It's scooped up by McKee. He guns it across the diamond, and they'll get him by Nat's eyelash, as the gunner used to say. Great play by McKee down at third base. The gunner across to get the out. Chargers go down 1-2-3 on that 5-3 play.
That was a great play by McKee. Good backhand, and Safner's got some wheels.
Yeah.
Quick throw across the diamond. Good hold.
I'll finish my thought, and then we'll get into the top of the 7th. But, yeah, I enjoyed watching James when he was on the basketball team. He didn't get a lot of court time, but he was a role player, and he decided his senior year, being that he wasn't going to get much court time, he was going to concentrate on baseball, and I dig it. I get it, and it's showing. He's more focused, it seems like, this year.
Yeah, he's dialed in.
Yeah.
He's got great energy. He plays the field well, and definitely a great leader.
And that's my position.
Clubhouse.
And that's my position. I gotta love it. I'm partial to second baseman.
There you go.
Last chance for the Lions. Chargers 3 outs away from the series sweep of the Lions. They'll send up 3-4-5 against Isaiah Schultz, trying for the second consecutive complete game win for the Chargers. He needs to get 3 more, though. And they always say the last 3 are the hardest 3.
That's right. There's no doubt. Last inning always gets harder.
Bobby Badaki, the senior, 0 for 2. He flied out the right, grounded to third or short this last time.
You just want to do what you've been doing for 6 innings here. Throw strikes, work quick, stay in a rhythm. Don't let the leadoff runner get on.
Right, you just got to throw strikes. That one missed, I don't know where, ball 1 to Badaki.
He's had a couple like those today.
The lefty winds. Swing and a miss by Bodaki. He tried to hit a 4-run home run with nobody on.
That's right. Hard to do that.
Big breaking pitch. Tried to get him to chase that one, but that was just a little bit out of the zone. As Bob Euchre would say, just a bit outside. Then he comes with the heat, and Badaki couldn't catch up to it, fouls it back.
And that's why he's so lethal. Those off-speed pitches, and then comes back with that heat. And he's rearing back right now.
Oh, he is.
I mean, like I said, last inning he was throwing hard.
He wants this complete game bad. You can see it. That one's upstairs. Full count to Badaki.
And you know the Chargers know how big this game is. You know, if you can come back and win 2 games in a row over this team.
Oh, and shut this team out. That would be huge. Leadoff walk for Badaki. Third base runner. And the first one that's not rebar for the Lions. And that brings up Gehring, now the pitcher. And Coach McCarron wants to have a little talk with his battery, and he told the infielders, stay where you're at. So, hey, interested in supporting our OLSH Chargers? Visit www.olshathletics.org and check out the fundraiser section in the Fan Zone tab for the latest in fundraising opportunities.
Not a bad idea here to just talk to Schultz. Leadoff runner gets on a walk. Just tell him, hey, look, we're just playing catch here. One runner's not going to Not going to beat you.
And if you're in the infield right now, don't worry about getting the 2. If you got the force out, take it, but just make sure you get an out.
Exactly.
At this point.
And the one thing you just don't want to bring the tying run to the plate.
Right. Misses outside, ball 1 to Gehring.
But you got to throw strikes here. You don't have time now to start throwing it all around.
There's a strike right there. Gehring couldn't pull the trigger on the heater. 1-1. I'm looking down at Bodacki taking his lead at first. Now after his pitch, I'll share my thoughts here. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss by Gehring. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I'm just watching him. He's got one of those running mitts on.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm just
the
thinking.
oven mitts.
Yeah, the oven mitts. And I'm thinking, boy, how everybody from the major leagues down, they see the major leaguers doing it, and everybody else has to do it.
Absolutely.
I think it's cool.
Played a part.
Yeah. There's a fly ball to right. Zug coming in hard, and it's nice catch. Or no, he didn't get the catch. Gets the force out at second base, so it's all right. The fence kind of blocked my vision.
Yeah, that was a great job by Zug. He sprinted in hard off the bat. Couldn't get to the pop-up, but because he's playing so deep back there, you don't want to give extra base hits right now in this situation in the 7th, but keeps it in front, and the runner doesn't break because he's got a hold.
He got a hold, yeah.
And great play by Zug. There's
a strike to Smith. Evan Smith is 0 for 2, struck out and flew out to Zug.
And the other thing I noticed about New Brighton is they're all wearing the wristbands, so they're calling plays.
Yeah.
There's not signs. They've been calling plays, but we wouldn't know that because they've only had 3 base runners.
Right, exactly. Yeah. It's the old, 7-2-1.
Yep.
Yeah. There's a foul at the plate, strike 2.
And just like that, Schultz is in the driver's seat now after a play by Zug, and now you just got to work the batter.
Yeah, by the way, that force play, that took a hit away from Gehring. The force play, he's on in the fielder's choice. Zug gets the runner, Bodacki. Play went 9-6. There's foul back to the screen.
And it was a great play by Zug, too, because right now you don't want anything past you, so good thing he didn't dive for it.
Foul back to the screen. How about this? Smith battling hard.
Because Zug could have thought about trying to make a dive and catch, and it would have been tough, but good thing he just let it drop, played it off the one hop, and good throw.
Yep. Knew he had time. There's a ball. Tried to get Smith to chase that one.
That was a terrific pitch.
That breaking pitch. Yeah,
battling him off, and he's up in a count 0-2.
Throw it again. No, he went hard inside. Sawed him off. Brady comes across and safe at first. It's an infield hit. Runners on first and second. It's the 3rd hit of the day. Comes off of Evan Smith.
And that ball just died off the bat.
It did.
Schultz jammed him.
I mean, Brady
and it was just off the nub of the inside of the bat, and Brazell couldn't. Yeah, he couldn't get to it.
You just got to tip your hat to Smith.
And it had some backspin on it. It's tough to corral.
Zahn comes up. He struck out and flew out. He takes ball 1, and quickly Brazell goes out to talk to Schmidt. Yeah, I mean, Brady did everything right on that. It just
and they did everything right too because they went to get 1. And that's what you can do because you weren't going to be able to turn 2 and you weren't going to be able to go to second to get 1. So right idea, but just couldn't get the out. Good speed down the line.
Situation's the same. With 1 out, you just got to work the batter. I mean, even if they get runners at second and third.
The guy that you don't want up is the next guy with a guy on base.
Right.
Then you're a little worried.
Yeah, you don't want the next guy up with bases loaded. There's a strike, 1-1. Misses. 2-1.
And they're just trying to be super patient at the plate right now, and right idea for them. But
Yep.
Schultz just got to play catch.
Up and in, 3-1.
He's trying to rear back way too much right now instead of just playing catch, working his zone.
Schultz up over 90 pitches right now. Fly ball to left field. Santilli circling under it. He'll make the catch. There's 2 away. And that will bring up Jake McKee at the plate.
Big-time pitch there.
Jake is 0 for 2, grounded out twice, wants the shortstop, and this will be it for Schultz, I think. It's his second mound visit here in the in the 7th.
He's just telling him here, getting everybody on the same page.
No, he hasn't gone out there this inning yet.
No, he did.
No, I don't think he did.
Yeah, he did. He came out.
Yeah, they're getting handshakes.
They are taking him out.
So Schultz is done. Who they bring in here, Brazel?
Yeah, because I was going to say he went to the mound after that first at bat.
That's right, yeah, he did, to calm him down. So I think Brazel's going to come in to pitch. Hudak's going to go down over to third base. If I'm reading this correctly. Yep.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Hudak's going over to third.
What a terrific job by Schultz. I mean,
what a game. What a game.
Terrific game.
He goes 6 2/3 innings. No runs, 4 hits. He's responsible for the 2 runners on, but you got Brazel in here now.
And this is a smart move by Coach McCarron because Schultz has had a terrific game, and nothing says that he can't get this out here, but you don't want to risk it with 2 runners on, 4-0, but there's 2 outs. But just get your fresh arm in here. All he needs to do is make 1 pitch to get the out, or 3 pitches to get a strikeout. And you know how that goes. Sometimes when you bring in a pitcher, that's the mind game of baseball. You know, you bring in a pitcher here, it's tough. You haven't seen him.
For the Chargers, now pitcher, number 10, Brady Brazel.
Well, my goodness gracious, let me tell you the news. My head's been wet with the midnight dew. I've been down on.
Well, I've got Schultz so far, 6 2/3 innings, no runs, but he's, like I said, he's responsible for the 2 on base. Gives up 4 hits, struck out 8, walked 1. So great outing for Schultz, and it's Brady here can nail down the save, and we can go home happy and have a series sweep here.
Yeah. Let's bring those brooms out.
That'd be second sweep of the series, of the season for the Chargers. We swept Freedom last week, beating Freedom.
Yeah, let's not jinx it yet, but
no, it's they beat Freedom 5-3 and 12-1.
Right.
So they're 1 out away here.
Just knock it down.
So Jake McKee steps in with 2 out, 2 on.
Play tight to the lines here on 1st and 3rd.
Yeah, you think. There's a strike. Ball gets away momentarily. No advancement on the runner. Strike 1 to McKee.
You don't need nothing down the line here. Nothing in a gap. Try to knock it down. Keep it in front of you here. Be smart. All you need is 1 out.
1 out. That's it.
Just corral the baseball.
Ball upstairs. Brazel from the stretch. Whoa. Did the limbo to get out of the way of that one. 2 balls and a strike to McKee. Busy place up here in the booth, isn't it?
Yeah, super busy. You got legends everywhere.
There's a fly ball to center. Safner back a couple steps. He'll make the catch. The Chargers complete the sweeps of the Lions. Burzell with the save. A great win by Schultz, and the Chargers win 4-0 over the Lions.
Big time win. Great job by Burzell to come in there, throw a couple pitches, get the fly out to Hansen. And he got a shutout.
Yeah.
And Schultz did the job. Got them to where they needed to be. Kept the runners away from the plate here, and the runs off the board for the Lions. And the Chargers get a big win at home today and a sweep of the series like we talked about. That's 2 sweeps. Undefeated in section play.
Yeah, Chargers go 4-0 in section, 5-3 overall. And I keep people say 5-3, but you got to look at 2 of those losses were to national, I don't want to say ranked team, but national teams. So, I mean, there's nothing to shake a stick at. I mean, these Chargers are playing some good ball. In my opinion, they knocked the Lions out of a ranking with the 2 wins. I mean, they shut them out, and they give up 1 run in two games against the Lions, and win in convincing fashion both games.
Yeah, and I would have to say, too, we talked about it earlier, this should, possibly maybe knock the Lions out of top 5 and put the Chargers in the top 5 here.
Yeah.
I mean, they're playing terrific baseball right now. They got the 1-2 punch with Santilli and Schultz. And what a day that they both had, back-to-back days, and the bats came alive. Now today, you got 5 hits, you got 4 runs, but they did a good job at timely hitting, and they did a good job at being aggressive.
Right. Pitching-wise, the loser was Jake McKee. The sophomore goes 4 2/3 innings, gives up 4 runs on 5 hits, walked 4, struck out 2, and hit a batter. The Chargers win goes to Isaiah Schultz. Picks up the win. He goes 6 2/3, no runs, 4 hits, 8 strikeouts, and 1 walk. Brady Burzell comes in, gets the final out of the game, and gets the save. And they will play next week on the 11th now against Laurel Spartans right here at Youthtown. So stay tuned.
Yeah, you got some time here to rest up, prepare, get Santilli's arm back, get Schultz's arm back. Get your bats. Now, the one thing that happens with a week off is the bats. You want to stay hot, but hopefully they do. You get your preparation, you stay with it, you get your cage work, get your soft toss, you hit off some BP, and hopefully they can keep getting on the field here because it's supposed to be nice.
It is.
So enjoy this one, take your little bit of rest, and then get right back at it to come back next week to get some big wins against Laurel.
I think Thursday it's supposed to be a little bit maybe chance of rain, but, we'll just see how that goes. But, yeah, the Chargers, boy, they're playing some good ball. It started, I think up in Butler they played okay, but when it's 20 degrees out and it's snowing and blowing hard, it's hard to play some baseball. They go down to Florida and played some really top-notch national teams and played some – they lost, but they played well. They played well against those teams, and they bring it back up here along with the weather, and they continue on. They have rattled off 4 in a row now since their loss to IMG Academy and then Palmetto High School in Florida.
And now the one thing that I'll talk about right here is you got, and I probably know the answer, but you got 2 section games next week against Laurel. But you got Sarah Catholic on Saturday at PNC Park. How do you do your pitching? Because here's why. Now, I guess he can come back. Santilli will probably be able to come back on Saturday and throw.
Yeah, because he
will.
They're playing
yeah, so you
Monday,
got
Tuesday.
No, they're playing Tuesday, Wednesday.
Oh, are they? Let me look here.
Right? Is that Monday, Tuesday?
Monday, Tuesday.
Okay,
no, wait. What's the 11th? Tuesday, Wednesday, yeah.
So I think they're playing Tuesday, Wednesday. Now, Santilli probably can come back, but that's going to be a big-time matchup on Saturday. Sarah Catholic, #1 in the WIPIO here. And they're well-coached. They're a great team. We've seen them a little bit earlier at Pullman. during that little tournament that they had. But the Chargers are playing well, and that'll be a game where you gauge yourself too. You'll see, hey, we're playing the best team in PNC Park.
And the caveat there is, too, it's like it'd be nice to beat Sarah at PNC Park, but it's not a section game.
Yeah, no, you have to take care of your section games.
Yeah.
But the good thing, like we talked about, you would hope that Santilli would be able to go on Saturday, at least start the game, seeing how his arm is after Tuesday, because you got to think he's going to come back and throw Tuesday against Laurel.
Right. All right. We'll wrap things up here. Put a bow on this one. Chargers doing it to the Lions of New Brighton, opening the eyes of New Brighton and maybe the rest of 2A, saying, you know what, this team that comes up from 1A, don't have to worry about them. Chargers are turning some heads right now, playing some good ball. So they're a team to be reckoned with. Coach McCarron has a couple arms that he can deal. And as you saw, Brady comes in and mops up and gets the save. And there's other arms that they can use as well out there. Schmidt can come in. Hudak can come in. Gino can come in if he has to. Actually, Brandon can come from behind the plate. Zug can throw. Hansen can throw. Wasnan can throw.
You just named the whole team.
Yeah.
I can throw.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I could throw too, but not like these guys.
Right. But the good thing is we've only really seen 3 pitchers.
Right.
Which is terrific because that's what you want. No offense to the other guys. But you're getting good production from your starters, and they're getting, plenty of innings right now, and they're going deep into ball games, and then you got Brazil coming in and shutting the door, and that's all you can ask for.
Right, yeah, exactly. That's I was just going to go with, when you get the starters going deep into ball games and keeping it closer, or you're giving yourself a win or a lead, that helps tremendously for Coach McCarron's thought process of, gee, what do I do now? And it goes, that's all the way up to the major leagues. If you can, your pitcher can control the game through, 2/3 of the game, your back end, it's pretty easy to figure it out. So,
absolutely.
So, all right, Chargers win 4-0. They get 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors. And check this out, no errors for either team. What a cleanly played, a well-played defensive game. These 2 good teams going at it. New Brighton, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. Chargers victorious. They stay in first place. Not sure what Southside did today, but they were tied with Southside with 3-0 in section. New Brighton goes to 1-2 in section, and coming into tonight, that's what Laurel was, 1-2. So New Brighton falling back in section right now, and Chargers setting themselves up pretty nice as they go down into the section. So on behalf of everybody here, I want to thank everybody here, Coach McCarron, for helping us out. And Coach McCarron, thanks for getting us your lineup early in the day. That makes things easy getting set up for the game. Matt Fargo for helping us out here the way he always does. Christian Harbaugh alongside calling the game with me, making it easy for me when I have to do things. And, of course, I'm OLSH saying thanks a lot for watching, everybody. We'll see you at this point on Tuesday the 11th as the Chargers and the Spartans, these same baseball team, Chargers, take on the Spartans of Laurel right here at Youthtown. Hope to have you here. If you can't, Christian and I will bring it to you next Tuesday right here on the OLSH Sports Network. Chargers win 4-0 over New Brighton Lions. They sweep the series, and we'll see you next time right here on the OLSH Sports Network.